Nothing says I love you like Valentine's Day at the World Ag Expo. Come check us out. We're going to be on the ground for a couple of days out there hosting and participating in a Farm Bill House Ag Committee hearing, which is being scheduled currently for, I believe, the 14th. We're also going to be doing briefings with our partners at Western United Dairies on the Land Flex program. We're going to be talking about supply chain on the 15th and a seminar there, as well as women in agriculture and a couple of sessions in between on that as well. We'll be hosting the House Ag Committee Chairman, G.T. Thompson, for a tour and spending some time really pressing the priorities of our specialty crops going into a farm bill, but more importantly, overall, where we are in California ag, where we are in almonds, and where we're going and where we need to go, and start handing out those solutions and making it easy to look out for all of us and keep our farmers farming. So come and check us out. We aren't displaying, we aren't at a booth, but we are going to be at a couple of those things. So Land Flex and Ag Bill, Farm Bill hearing on the 14th. And then we also have the seminars on trade on the 15th, as well as Women in Ag session on the 15th. It's Friday, February 3rd, 2023, and here's what's shaking at the Almond Alliance. I'm Aubrey Bettencourt, President and CEO of the Almond Alliance, the voice of almonds in Sacramento, Washington, D.C., and beyond. Powerful week this week, and we were on all cylinders, Sacramento, Washington, here locally, pushing on all things. A couple things that were up. We had a first Farm Bill hearing focused on trade, our favorite subject. We definitely submitted questions for the record, or QFRs, as well as had meetings with the new Undersecretary for Trade and Foreign Ag, Alexis Taylor, really pressing on not only what's important well, honestly, we were pressing on the fact that no trade policy is a trade policy, and we're all out here suffering as a result of it. We touched on retaliatory tariffs and what that's been doing to our industry, and the issues in India and China and the lack of access there, and what's happening with competition worldwide as a result. We then said, all right, fine, let's not talk about retaliatory tariffs. Let's talk about non-tariff barriers. Are we going to let the rest of the world dictate how we farm and not stand up for the incredible standards that we hold ourselves to bring an amazing top-tier product to the rest of the world? These are the questions that we had. And finally, last but not least, how about new market development? If you don't want to talk about retaliatory tariffs and you don't want to talk about non-tariff barriers, let's talk about new market access. Happy to report that a lot of members of Congress have heard our cry and said, listen, market access program, the FMD, the Foreign Market Development Program, TASK, a program that we've used here at the Alliance too, those are actually programs that we in industry can use to go do the job of developing out new markets all around the world. And that program in the Farm Bill hasn't had an increase in budget in like 20 years. Don't you think the world's changed a little bit? Don't we think e-commerce has changed a little bit? Don't we think just commerce has changed a little bit? And so we're really happy to hear and very thankful for a number of members of Congress to hear our cry and say, hey, listen, let's double that up. Let's see some good funding get out on the ground so that we can go develop new markets as trade is now shifting into a top priority for us. Similarly, we're working on water. We're talking about not only groundwater and what we see in a future of a post-SGMA world. How do you think that when we have as much water as we have? Well, in a flood, you plan for a drought, and in a drought, you can plan for a flood. But the word on the street that everybody's hot and heavy about is recharge. You saw a number of our members take advantage of that, having had recharge capability, but we're really diving in on the nitty-gritty. What are the ways, as the governor has said, to streamline permitting processes, to streamline some of the requirements around taking advantage of water when and where we have it for the places and times when we don't. And so we're working really well with our teams and partners in government, out of government, to really look at what can we do here that can make a difference in real time, that when conditions are right, we can do the right thing and take advantage of this incredible resource that we have. A lot like what we did at the turn of the first century when our systems were developed. These systems were designed to be part of this exact solution. How do we modernize them to do that? What are we talking about? We're talking about forecast-informed reservoir operations, or FIRO. We're talking about aerial snow observation or airplane snow observation. It allows us to get more accurate in real time. All of those snow surveys tells us what's coming, when it's coming. FERO lets us use the system as those atmospheric rivers come through, allow us to real-time manage our reservoirs and our pumping systems and our canals in order to take advantage of these things, looking at long-range forecasting and short-range forecasting. And last but not least, we have to update our dam manuals, our dam manuals, in order to allow those tools to be used, to allow us to have that flexibility. So it's modernizing the system in ways that modernize the ability to take advantage of a changing world, changing climate, drought resilience, and flood protection. It's amazing how the system that our forefathers figured out really still works. We just got to give it some new tools and take the handcuffs off so that we can manage it the way we know how. Same thing goes on our farms. We absolutely in Farm Bill are totally prioritizing some localized projects and programs. EQIP, we know, is still a priority for us. Some of the other conservation programs, PL 566, if you don't know what that is, go check it out. NRCS can do water infrastructure, kind of a fun story, and we'll talk more about that over time. And last but not least, I want to thank our board members and our committee members. We had board meetings this week and a couple of committee meetings, even virtually, really going through both on our government relations, our political action committee, and of course our board of directors. We want to welcome our two new board members, Blake Vann and Tom Carter. We appreciate their service. We're looking forward to working together as we continue to be of influence and to have a voice and to lead with solutions everywhere and anywhere we go. And if you want to know more, you saw it, registration has opened for our convention. Not only are you going to hear some amazing speakers, meet our team from across the country now, but you'll have an opportunity to come and play and hang out and learn more. We've got 2 golf tournaments. One is for the political side, our political action committee, and the other, of course, is for the convention itself, and a great lineup of speakers at a beautiful place down in La Quinta last month of April. Don't back down. We won't back down. There's going to be a lot of a concert theme here as we slide in between Coachella and Stagecoach. So, stay late from Coachella, get early for Stagecoach, come hang out with us and learn a little bit more about what we're up to. Registration is open, almondalliance.org/convention. Get in now. Bookings are going fast, and we want to see you there. If you're not a member of the Alliance, you probably didn't get that email, so make sure you join us as well. Call or reach out at the website or here at the office. I feel like I'm forgetting something. I'm sure I am. But we wish you all the best. We will talk to you again next week. And take care.